Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about contour detection techniques with CV2. As you can see on the screen, we will find out all contours in the image and based on the biggest contour, try to extract the object out from the image with help of CV2. If you are a starter in deep learning, you can check out my course on Udemy. I have given link in the description. Make sure if you are going to enroll, you are following the same link because I will get to know that you are coming from my YouTube channel. So without waiting, let's start. So let's import all the libraries. And first of all, we are going to read our image from the drive. So I'm going to write cv2.imread for reading up the file. And I have saved this image inside the image folder of my drive. So just copying the address. And let's see how the image looks like. So we'll use plt.imshow. So here you can see this is the image of guava. The image we have seen looks pretty different than the image we are seeing up over here, and that happened because CV2 reads the image in BZR format, means blue, green and red format, but Matplotlib utilize RGB format to show up the image. So we have to convert the channel from BGR to RGB. Those who are not familiar with color schemes and how computer stores the images, they can check out the another video in my channel where I have explained how computer stores images inside the memory. For converting the channels of the image, we can utilize CV2 convert color command, and here we need to provide our image and the channel we want to change. So cv2.color underscore BGR to RGB. There are a couple of problems with this image. If you see the black background around the image, that is very large. You want to detect the guava image out of this complete background. Also, there are some light reflections on top of this guava that may cause harm when you feed this image to a neural network. So, we will try to pre-process this image, find some contours and try to extract the object out from the image. So for getting the contours out from the image, you need to convert this image to a binary type of image. I can show you how the binary image looks like. So for creating a binary type of image, we need to provide some of the thresholds. So I'm going to give two thresholds over here where we will give the lower value of light and the higher value of lights. Remember, the computer stores the images from 0 to 255 RGB channel range. So we will give three ranges for both RGB. I'm going to give 60, 60 and 60 as in lower range and higher range as in 250, 250 and 250. Now we will create a mask object for this image. So mask is like a filter on top of your image. So here you need to write CV2 in range and you have to give image comma lower then higher. Let's run this. As the image is saved in a matrix format, so you need to convert these boundaries to a numpy array. So I'm going to write np.array and same for the lower one, and then you can give the image lower range and the higher range. If you see, this mask is applied on top of your image, and let's check the mask how it looks like. So I'm going to write mask.shape. So you can see it's a 2D mask. Earlier you have three channels RGB. So let's see how this mask looks like. So we'll write plt.imshow and here we'll give mask. Let me write gray over here. So now this mask is looking pretty good. So you can see the part which contains guava is very light. Wherever we have pixel values less than 60, that is dark. And you can reduce this mask size by putting a lower value for the threshold. Let's put 30. And now it's better. After putting up this threshold, we are getting the guava out from the image. Now we need to find out a rectangle or a bounding box for this guava image. So that can be done with help of CV2 contours. So CV2 find contours applies to this image and find out all the contours from the image. Then we can extract the biggest contour based on the area inside that. So let's generate the contours and try to see how they looks like. You can use cv2.findContours, and here you need to provide masked image. Then we have this rear external method of cv2 for finding up the contours, and then you need to give which type of contours. So we will put this cv2 chain approx none. You can check out more. I have given link in the description about these methods. And this functions returns you the contours and the hierarchy. So contours contains all the contours of the image, and hierarchy is the length of the first point to the end point. So first let's draw these contours on top of our image. So you can utilize cv2.drawContours. After that you need to provide the channel range. So following up the same format, then you have 3 channels. So we'll write 3, an image with the contours. So we'll write count image, and then let's plot this image and see how this looks like. So here you can see we are getting the contours which are shown in red, and you can see the complete guava is inside these biggest contours, and there are small contours outside from this guava image. So we want to extract this guava out from this image. We can find out the contour which have highest area inside that, and there is a method to find out the area inside the contours that is called cv2.contourArea. So let's apply that method and find out the max contour. So we can write max, then we have to give the method. So we can write key is equal to cv2.contourArea. Sorry, this is max, and let's save this inside a variable named as c. Now we want to find out a bounding rectangle for this biggest contour. So you can utilize the cv2 method bounding rectangle and give this biggest contour inside this method. And this method will return you the x coordinate, the y coordinate, the height and the width for the bounding rectangle. So let's run this. So if you want to draw this rectangle on top of your image, you can utilize cv2.rectangle, and here you can give your image, then your xy coordinates. Since this x and y are the initial coordinates, so you have to give x plus w, which will be the last point in the width, and y plus height, which will be the last point in the height. Then the color of contour you want to put. So I want to put green color. So we have RGB over here. So R is 0, G will be 255, RGB blue will be 0. Then the size of the rectangle or the font size. So you can put 5 over here. Now you can plot the image. So plt.imshow. So here you can see we are getting a bounding box, but if you see this bounding box pretty carefully, we are getting some part of the image which is out from this bounding box. This has happened because we have taken a wrong argument over here. Actually this returns width and height. So we'll change this. But after changing it, make sure you are running it from the start because some of the properties of the image have been changed. So we are running it from the start. Now you can see you are getting a proper bounding box on top of your image. If you want to crop your RGB image for this bounding box, so you can simply apply a filter on top of your image for the coordinates of this bounding box. So let's create another variable. So I'm going to write cropped image, and there we are going to give the image, and then you wanted to keep the values in y from y to y plus height, and on x you wanted to keep x plus width. And this is all. So let's plot this cropped image and see how this looks. Oh, we should have slash over here. So now you can see the earlier image which have this black background is now gone, and you have an image which only have the product inside it. Now this bounding box is still coming, so if you want to remove this bounding box, the same time you have loaded up an image, create a copy of image and use this copy image over here to crop the image. And we forgot to change the channels, so this you have to copy after converting up the colors. Now if you run this, you can see we have the cropped image with us. Let's combine this code all together and plot all three images or all three transition at once. So let's connect all these shells. So you can select all the shells of the notebook and then press Shift plus M. This will connect all the script. So this is our complete script. So we will utilize the subplot method of matplotlib to show all three versions of image in one figure. So we'll write plt.subplot. So if you are already familiar about how the subplot works, we give the grid size over here. So I'm going to give 1, 3 and the index of the image, or where you want to keep the image. So I wanted to keep it on the first rectangle. Then after that you can put this IamShow. This is for the cropped image. So let's put this cropped image at the last. And in the starting we will print the input image. Then we will print the contour image with contours, and in the third rectangle we will print the output image of this script. We have copy img, and here we have simple img. So you can see we have all three images, but put a figure size over here so that it will look little beautiful. I have a figure size of 20,4, which fits pretty well on top of these subplots. I think we are somewhere also doing this, that's why we have to comment all these IamShow. Now you can see we have the input image in the start, then we have this image with contours and the bounding box, and in the last we have the cropped image. Bye bye guys, I'll meet you in my next video. Till then, take care.